Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today it's another deck profile. So we've just had February done and out of the way from BT11. Now it is for the Stoicaea, it is Rorowa's time. So without further ado, let's get into it. The ride line hasn't changed, so everyone's seen my deck profiles countless times, so I'm just gonna, as usual, just flex the SPs. Ta-da! So that's pretty much it. You've seen my deck profiles enough, you know Rorowa skills. We don't need to go into that. So going into Grey Freeze.
In simple term, I'm here as well.
Yeah, Jason's in the background as cameraman this time.
In simple term, if people don't know what Rorowa is, when you're riding a grade upwards of Rorowa, you get plant token. Grade 1 gives you 1, grade 2 gives you 2. And
grade 3 can make you 3.
Yeah, just by Soul Blast. Pretty much it. There you go.
So, moving on to the rest of the grade 3s, we have the brand new Rorowa. Very Distant Flash Rorowa. Skill. When placed on riding for one's precious thing, Rorowa, which is that one. Call 2 tokens, well, call up to 2 tokens, and they get, until the end of your opponent's next turn, when this unit is retired from rearguard circle, draw a card, which can be comboed numerous ways, which we'll get into. Then, it also activates Persona Ride as well, so bonus. Secondary skill. When it attacks, you bind for one's precious thing.
Question mark?
It basically, skill, bind this, then choose a glitter, which can either be Radiolina or Momoke, but to be honest, it's best to do Momoke, because then in theory, that 5k gets distributed 3 times. And plus itself, so which means Rorowa becomes 18. Then, as well, it also gets a crit, which is quite nice. It's crit pressure. At the end of the turn, you re-ride the card bound for the cost as rest. Hint, youth perk, copying much. So I only actually run the 1 copy of one's precious thing Rorowa because it's basically bound, re-ride, bind, re-ride, rinse, repeat. We don't need to go any further. Next, I am playing 4 Undoubting Flame Sword Radiolina, which came out in set 8. So for those who don't know what this does, at the beginning of your main phase, if you do not have a Momoke token, make one, no cost. Bonus. Glitter skill, if you have Rorowa as your vanguard.
Funny thing is, he always forgets.
Yeah, pretty much. It's glitter skill with Rorowa in your vanguard. From hand, at the end of the battle, Radiolina has made an attack. Retire Radiolina and a Momoke token. Call this to rearguard circle, and it inherits all the power from Momoke. So the best way in remembering the power is you normally go Momoke first, grade 2 skill, Soul Blast inherits the power. Then you basically retire the 2, and then whatever the grade 2 Radiolina was, you just add 3k power on top, because that's basically the difference between the grade 2 and grade 3. So you just add the extra 3k, boom, and that's basically until the end of turn, because obviously there was a new errata that says that it's till end of turn, not forever, because the card printed originally didn't have until end of turn. Where the errata changes it says end of turn. Next, for now, will be running 4. I am waiting for the last one to get delivered. I am running 3 of the promo set orders of Resolute Pair of Eyes. For those who don't know what this does, if you have a Vanguard with Rorowa, Counterblast, retire Rearguard, search your deck for a card with Radiolina, which can either be the grade 2 or the grade 3. Add it to hand, reveal it, add it to hand, shuffle deck. Then continuous. All tokens in the back row get plus 5k power. And it does stack for every order in your set. So with 3, all back row tokens get a plus 15k power. Obviously with 4, 20, self-explanatory. So I will be running 4. I am literally just waiting for the 3rd to get delivered. Moving on to grade 2s. Naturally, because of the purpose of the deck, 4 Drag Ritter Girl of Flame Blossoms Radiolina. Most people should know what she does. If not, I really don't want to explain it because it's in my other past videos, so just check them ones out. There's no point really going into the grade 2.
If your Vanguard is Rorowa, Counterblast and color Baby Dragon.
Next, I've not actually tried these out. I've literally just printed these off today. It is the triple rare cycle card in set 10 for Stelkale. Love Binding Maiden, Margaret. Skill: when this unit is ditched for ride, discarded for ride phase, Soul Blast 1, put this card at the bottom of the deck, draw an extra card. Each nation gets one with the same skill.
Just reading it.
Secondary card is when you have Persona Ride and this is placed on Rearguard Circle, kind of last one, and your opponent cannot intercept to the end of turn, then your opponent cannot stand the front row rear guards during their next stand turn. Which, honestly, is 50-50. It depends who you're going against and what the cards in the front row can do, and if you have replacements for them, so on and so on. 50-50, I'm going to try and go from there. Really all I can say on that. Next, I am running 3 of the new support cards that came out with the new Rorowa. Affectionate Hunter, Matthias. Skill is when placed on Rearguard Circle, if you have a grade 3 card Vanguard with Rorowa in its card name, Soul Blast 1, retire 2 other Rearguards, and select a grade 2 or lower card from your drop and call it to Rearguard Circle. So, what you could do with this is you can actually combo this with the new Rorowa, since it makes 2 plant tokens with the skill of retire draw. So you could combo this of Soul Blasting 1, and depending on what your soul has, you can even make even better combos. So you can retire the 2 tokens, which draws 2, and you call something from your drop, which ideally you mainly want to focus on the grade 2 Radiolina, but if not, there are other support cards in this deck which I can choose from, which are good options, which we are going into. So for grade 1s, I am running 2 Burrow Mushrooms from set 9. Skill is when placed on Rearguard Circle, move to Soul, make 2 tokens. So what a really good combo is with new Rorowa, make 2 tokens. If you have Affectionate Hunter, call it Soul Blast something out, retire the 2 tokens for the 2 draws. And then if you haven't used Momoke skill, call the Mushroom, move it to Soul, make 2 tokens, retire the tokens for Momoke, giving it plus 10. But if you already have the Burrow Mushrooms in Soul, what you could do is with Marius, Soul Blast the Mushroom, retire 2 tokens, call the Mushroom back out, then use the Mushroom skill to go back into Soul to make 2 tokens, which in theory, in a sense, kind of makes Marius' skill, in a sense, free, in a sense, because you've not actually lost anything. So these are brilliant to have in the deck. Next, I am running 2 Signpost Fairies, which got announced in set 8. So the skill is when this unit is retired from Rearguard Circle by card ability, if your Vanguard is Glitter, choose a grade 1 or less unit and give it plus 10k, which you could actually combo this with the grade 3 set order of retire Rearguard. So you could retire this and give Momoke 10k power, and then that makes Momoke still build up with the tokens on top. So that's the only reason to run them. At the minute, I am running 1 to the Shining Stage, but that is literally only until I get my grade 3 set order. But what this does is play this with a Soul Blast 1 if I have a Vanguard with a Rorowa. Search my drop for a grade less than or same grade. So if I'm on grade 3, I can search for grade 3 or grade 2. Call it to Rearguard Circle. And if I have Radiolina on my Rearguard, make a plant token. Which means you could actually call Radi if you don't have one, and you still get the benefit of a token. But like I said, this is only in till I get my last copy of the set order. And then obviously for the last of the grade 1s, effect PGs. Don't really need to go into them. Trio lineup, still KO, OT, stupidly good. Don't need to say anymore. But for those who don't know what it does, basically additional effect is crit, heal, draw, front.
It basically, the heal only works if you're equal or
yeah. The heal works the same as a normal heal trigger. It basically gives every single trigger effect in the game. So in a sense, you draw 2. If you got enough, if you have the damage to heal, you heal. Choose you're gonna get crit and 10k front row plus the 100 million. Next up, 3 Serene Maiden. The
draws.
Lena, the effect draws. 3 of them just for discard. Occasional draw later in the game. And then I am running 8 crits 2 effects because that's all we've been able to get. And I did run fronts, but with the announcement of the new Rorowa having crit, it's just more like, let's just play aggressive.
I wonder who told you to run 8 crits.
Yes, whatever. I do fluctuate, to be honest, so it's preference.
But right now I say it's just better run 8
And
crits.
then for heals, I am actually running 1 normal, 1 crit effect, 1 restand effect, and the if your opponent's grade is higher than yours, effect crit heal. So basically 1 of each. And to be honest, it's situational, yes, but they do come in handy. And then as for my tokens, I am running 5 plant tokens, since you only have 5 rear guards, and the 1 Momoke. Basically, that's about it for the deck. There's pretty much nothing else really to do. Hang on, I've just noticed something.
What?
2 of my plant tokens are full arts and 3 are not.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because 2 of them are from set 8. And 3 of them are from set 9, which are the ones we pulled from. I actually never noticed that. Yeah, they're from set 8 and they're from set 9. So yeah, that's
I mean, oh, they are all playable. Okay.
Yeah. Anything that says plant token, be it even the V series ones, even the ones from the V series, they are all playable because it just specifically just says plant token 5k power. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. We will be bringing a fight between these Fegra and Rorowa, so keep an eye out for that. Like, comment, subscribe, comment down below anything you like or you want to see, and yeah, we'll go from there. See ya.